Yes, I am too.
That's good. No, but we had so much fun. We were interning. I mean, I think they were chicken related in Hollywood. So this was awesome. And these wonderful little showgirls who would come out, you know, for the audition, and they'd get the job and they'd put this terrible scars on them and awful looking things, and they just, I think they were so surprised. But the way Moss envisioned it, and working with Michael and Marisa and Joe, I mean, you can't beat it. Some of the best beginning to end experiences I've ever had. And every Friday night, he gave a party on the set. In fact, there's a scene in the movie where you see somebody playing the saw. That was a stagehand who played the saw. Also, what was bizarre was when the Nazis were cast, fine. But then they put them in the costumes. And I felt really bad. Because they'd go and hide. They didn't want to see those costumes.
In Germany?
Yeah. It was also not fun because they knew that we weren't doing anything to totally put people down. We were investigating an era.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you were actually attached to this very early on, and even before Bob Fosse, right?
Yeah. I was the first one hired. And I remember one of the things that I talked about with our producer was he said, "Tell me what you think of the story." And I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "I think that the man should be gay so that leaves that wonderful relationship, and it just opens up all sorts of emotions that couldn't have been there in the play." And he said, "I'm with you." And Fosse, of course, loved that.
I'd also say because of that era, that sort of thing wasn't done in movies.
No.
So that was a pretty daring thing to do.
Well, they didn't do it on Broadway.
Right. Yeah.
So we were taking chances all over the place. Oh, Fosse would get notes from Hollywood. Too much smoke in the cabaret will break up in drive-ins. And he cheered up for a short walk in front of all the
Hello? No.
Hello?
Joel, I have to ask you, because you were in the original play, and the movie is so different than the play. Characters had others and everything. Was that a big adjustment for you? And adapting to the movie, but also, it was quite a different project.
I thought they were doing the right thing in terms of making a new form of movie musical. It was never been done before.
Right.
And we all felt like we were at the beginning of something special and something big, and I thought the script was brilliant, and I knew that Liza would be great, and I had another number, actually. Yes, Money, Money, Money was another different number on Broadway. On Broadway, my mother needs money, my father needs money, my mother. We couldn't have done that. Not good. So, Bob told John Cantor and Fred Ebb to write this duet for Liza and myself, and we rehearsed, and we rehearsed, and we rehearsed. And Bob likes to rehearse with costumes. So he put Liza in a lovely dress, and we think we did this number of
stars and just things.
And we did 3 different versions.
What's that? Tell about your coat.
Oh yeah, you're right. So we're rehearsing, and Liza had her dress, and I needed to have a tailcoat. And of course, they hadn't made my costume yet, so they got one from, you know, from Stoic, whatever it was. And I want to tell you about this coat. It was the coat of 1,000 men. It had come from stock, and it had been worn by many, many actors for many, many years.
I never washed.
And that was way before anybody knew anything about, you know, keeping it nice. So I put this coat on, and the two of us started to do this number, and as I got warm, all the lives of these other dancers or whoever, and she was dancing with 25 people. And
Look at here, everyone.
hello, we had a good time.
We had a wonderful time.
However,
Huge four. And this is your and he really wanted us to be very serious about it, but we hadn't kept ready to do it. But finally we did, and it is funny. How you go?
I was such a slow learner, and she was such a fast learner. She'd stare at me and I'd be going the wrong way and the right way. But I think it all added to the insanity of that number. I love that number.
Me too.
And we're going to bring up two of the folks. And Michael York. Did you get it? Yes! Okay, I would like both of you to tell us how you first got involved in Cabaret and movie.
Well, I was,
It's hard to believe it's 40 years.
It's not.
Because it feels...
It's 4.5 hours.
Yeah, so it feels like, for me, it feels just like old friends and people who got together to make a movie in a barn.
And it won 8 Academy Awards. Just briefly, talk about Academy Award night. You both won Academy Awards for it. Go ahead.
But I was sitting with my dad, who was the quietest man, who had helped me so much with the look of Sally. You know, he said, I thought that Sally should look like, what did I say? No, I thought, you know,
Marlena.
yeah, Marlene Dietrich. That's what I saw the movies was. And Dad said, no, they showed me pictures of Louise Brooks, Louise Brown, Peter Vera. So I got interested in it, and I designed the makeup before I went over there. And, well,
What are you going to say?
I know you wore all those Aussie clocks, so remember there wasn't enough money to really make very expensive. It wasn't a big budget movie, this movie.
No,
So you
it-
had to use your own clothes and some
but
of the clothes that were.
remember, there's the apple jacket that Sally wore. The lady was designing the clothes. Everything had big shoulders, which is 40s. Right? And I kept saying to her, isn't this the wrong era? I mean, isn't this after the war? And she looked at me and said, "Va voir." Oh, and I didn't ask you.
Tell us about Academy Award night, because that's a great story. Let me ask you.
Well, said, I really thought that Diana was going to win, and it was. And so I and the judge looked at it. And they said my name, and my father screamed so loudly, screamed in my ear, that I still have tinnitus. I'll never forget that as long as I live.
I didn't think I was going to win either. I was sure that Al Pacino was going to win. And so, did he?
Yes, no.
My next door neighbor was the great late Larry Hagman. And we spent the day together before I went to the award ceremony. And he said, don't worry about anything, just don't think about it, just have a good time. And I came home that night, and on my doorstep, there was this enormous statue, and it was engraved, to the best fucking neighbor I ever had. He was afraid I would come home empty-handed. I love that like that.
Yeah. Listen, we could talk for hours. You all have so many stories, and you're all such good talkers, and it's so good to have you here, but we have to move on. But I thank you so much for all being here. It's such a